Inuit are indigenous people living in the Arctic regions of Canada, Greenland, Alaska, and Russia. Inuit have lived and thrived in the Arctic for thousands of years. Traditionally, they lived off the resources of the land, hunting whales, seals, caribou, fish, and birds, and many Inuit continue to harvest these resources today. Inuit existed prior to contact, and Inuit is the accepted term for people who are indigenous and do not identify as First Nations or Métis. The Inuit way of life and culture changed when the Inuit made contact with European missionaries, whalers, and explorers, and later began participating in the fur trade. It changed again between about 1950 and 1970, when the Government of Canada moved many Inuit communities away from their traditional hunting and gathering or mobile way of life on the land and into permanent, centralized settlements. Historically, Inuit were referred to as Eskimos or Esquimaux, but this term is neither accurate nor respectful and should not be used. The word Inuit, singular Inuk, means the people in the Inuktitut language. Where do Inuit live? Many Inuit live in 53 communities across the northern regions of Canada, mostly along the Arctic coast, in Inuit Nunangat. Which means the place where Inuit live. Inuit Nunangat consists of 4 regions: the Northwest Territories and Yukon, Inuvialuit, Nunavut, Northern Quebec, Nunavik, and the Northeastern Coast of Newfoundland and Labrador, Nunatsiavut. How many Inuit are there? Approximately 65,000 Inuit live in Canada, according to the 2016 census. The majority live in Nunavut, with smaller numbers in the other 3 regions of Inuit Nunangat, as well as a small number living in urban centers in southern Canada. Are Inuit First Nations? Canada's Constitution, S. 3.5, recognizes 3 groups of Indigenous peoples: First Nations, Métis, and Inuit. These are 3 separate peoples with unique heritages, languages, cultural practices, and spiritual beliefs. Inuit are distinct from First Nation and Métis groups. What language do the Inuit speak? The Inuit language is made up of a variety of dialects that vary from region to region. The government of Nunavut selected the term Inuktitut to represent all Inuit dialects spoken in Nunavut, including Inuktitut and Inuinnaqtun. However, even within Nunavut, there are variations in pronunciation and vocabulary. Do Inuit live on reserves? Inuit do not live on reserves but in contemporary communities. Do Inuit live in igloos? Inuit do not live in igloos unless they are sleeping overnight on the land. Do the Inuit have land claims? Yes, land claim agreements have been signed in all 4 Inuit regions. Nunavik, as part of the James Bay and Northern Quebec Agreement, in 1975. Inuvialuit in 1984. Nunavut in 1993. Nunatjiavut in 2005 under their respective land claim agreements. Inuit were granted title to certain blocks of land. These 4 land claim regions cover about 40% of Canada's land mass. Do Inuit pay taxes? Yes, Inuit are tax-paying citizens of Canada. Who is Innu? Innu is a First Nation in eastern Canada. They are not Inuit. Inuit culture. Inuit have lived on Nunangat, the land, water, and ice, since time immemorial and continue to do so today. Cultural and oral traditions are based on sharing, cooperation, and respect for the land, animals, fish, and people. Government and communities. Once the comprehensive land agreements were signed, governing organizations were formed to manage land claim implementation. Nunatjiavut Government, Makivik Corporation, Nunavut Tungavik Incorporated, and the Inuvialuit Regional Corporation. The national organization, Inuit Tapirit Kanatami, which means Inuit are united in Canada, holds permanent seats for the Inuit Circumpolar Council, Pauktutit Inuit Women of Canada, and the National Inuit Youth Council. Most of the 53 Inuit communities across these regions operate as municipalities. The capital of Inuvialuit is Inuvik. The capital of Nunavut is Iqaluit. The capital of Nunavik is Kuujjuaq, and the capital of Nunatjiavut is Nine. Elders regarded and respected as knowledge keepers and advisors. Inuit elders have seen their roles change since contact. As advisors, elders ensured that everybody's voice was heard in decision-making to ensure survival. Today, since contact and relocation, elders now see themselves as the holders and teachers of their language and values, as they only form about 2% of the Inuit population. They also have a voice in research, as they have seen the rapid climatic changes to the land and animals. Knowledge of the land, the importance and continuance of family structures and rites of passage are just one of the contributions elders make to maintaining Inuit communities today, using an oral tradition. Language. There are numerous dialects of Inuktitut, with varying levels of speaker fluency. Dialects are nuances in a language that reflect a specific location and community. Today, each regional governance organization supports language learning in schools and communities to continue the use of the language in everyday life. There are 2 styles of Inuktitut writing: syllabics and Roman orthography. Syllabics use symbols to represent sounds rather than letters. Roman orthography uses the English alphabet to sound out the words. If you like the video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.